Hello, everyone. Just give it a minute here before we continue on with our story. Right, so we had the Emiya residence. Ooh, we got Sakura is in our room. Ooh. We got the shopping district. And okay. Well, as much as I want to talk to Sakura, I think we should probably start with our dear Ryder in the schoolyard. See what she's doing here. It's the schoolyard in the afternoon. It must be downtime as there are no club activities going on. It's as amazing as the quiet schoolyard. Oh, wow. As I'm gazing at the quiet schoolyard, I feel like I see a familiar back from afar. No, that's... I catch up to them. Huh? No. It really is her. I thought I was seeing things, but it's Ryder after all. Hey, Ryder. I call after her and walk on the dry grass. My footsteps are noisy, so Ryder probably would have noticed me even if I'd approached quietly. It's rare for you to come to the school on a weekend. Do you have business with Sakura? When Ryder comes to the school, it often has to do with Sakura. Ryder has no business if it isn't about Sakura.
はい。しかし、桜への用事はもう終わりました。この辺りでブラブラと帰りを待っているだけです。
I see. That's such a lonesome place. Wouldn't you feel better out front?
車上や人目のあるところを徘徊しては、桜に迷惑がかかります。
I suppose it kind of would cause Sakura some trouble. Our dear Ryder isn't exactly, not attractive. Yes, we'll put it that way. I see, so that's the reason. But it's not good to be waiting for Sakura forever in a place like this. It would be good if Ryder could go inside the archery range, but, I wonder if there's a way to get outsiders into the range. Oh yeah, do you want to try shooting a bow, Ryder?
私がですか？飛び道具は得意ではないのですが。
What do you mean not good with projectiles? Is it because of her class, Ryder? But depending on the hero, there are some who have varied ability that corresponds to multiple classes. As she does correspond to multiple classes. Let's see, she's a rider, she's a saber, she's a very angry snack, which is an Avenger. I look at Ryder up and down. She's strong and has a taste for martial arts, so I think it would be good to start Kyoto. You seem like you'd have good aptitude, and I think that Sakura would be happy to teach you a lot of things. That way, it won't be weird if weird for you to be at the archery range either. Ryder teaches Sakura magecraft, but it'd be nice for her to be the one being taught at times. It should be motivating for Sakura too.
それではシローが教えてくれますか？
Wait, you don't want Sakura to teach you? Huh?
さくらの死がシローなのでしょう。
Oh, well, I suppose you got me there.
書芸の習得は上々の死につくことが上達の秘訣です。
Then I suppose if you want to take that train of thought, you really should be learning archery from, I don't know, Archer, maybe? No, that's a bit troubling. A private lesson with Ryder sounds tempting, but because it's so tempting, there's a problem. See, the captain of the Kyoto Club is Sakura, and she's pretty good at teaching. I can shoot arrows, but I'm bad at instructing.
そうでしょうか。
Yes?
確かにシローは言葉が足りない。しかしさくらがあれだけ素晴らしい料理の腕を身につけられたのは
Damn it, she's using our ability to teach Sakura to cook on us. Shit. I appreciate you saying that, but you see, Sakura will also be happy if you start learning how to shoot a bow. And it's not good for me to intrude.
そうですか。では今度さくらと相談してみます。
Yes, discuss it with
さくら
Sakura.
には料理をするように言われているのですが、確かに私には弓の方が合っている。
Honestly, can we not turn her into it? Yes, actually, let's do that. The more Medusas, the better. I want a Medusa for every class now. Yes, we must turn our dear Ryder into an archer. Oh, it might be better to learn both at the same time. Please don't. Just how the hell do you intend for her to learn to cook and shoot a bow at the same time?
いえ、二つのことを同時に進められるほど私は器用ではありませんので。
I think you're selling yourself a bit short there.
さくらにはシローが料理より弓を習えと言ってくれたと報告します。
Damn it. Oof is right. That was literally stirring up a hornet's nest. Oh well, I'll think of how to follow up on this later. You mean get out of this, right? Follow up? Oh, dude, you need to find a way out of this. Also, another way for you to be at Hamarahara without it being weird is, how about becoming a transfer student? Really, Shiro? Really?
いいえ、それは無理があるかと。
I agree with Ryder. I don't think that's realistic.
セイバーならまだしも、私には到底あの服は似合いません。
That kind of dress up would be fun too, but wait, hold on. The Hamarahara uniforms aren't the only costumes here. That's right, Ryder, you should become the school nurse. No, she shouldn't.
はい。
The nurse's office teacher. You'd look good in a white coat, Ryder. Please don't, Shiro. If Ryder became the school nurse, the easiest solution to, oh, you twisted your ankle? Let me just turn that to stone for you. Wow, this is a bad idea. I bet there would be a long line at the nurse's office. The boys would go insane if there was such a beautiful school nurse. Yeah, they would. They'd be falling all over each other to get to the nurse's office. Ryder wearing a white coat on top of that tight-fitting costume, crossing her legs. Yeah, it's perfect.
シロ、残念ながら私にはその資格があり
No
ませ
shit.
ん。加えて、人に物を教える柄でもない。根本的に合っていないかと。
I have to agree. Fundamentally, her teaching anybody anything is just, it feels wrong. Ryder gives me a cold, sidelong glance. That's it. Perfect beyond perfect. She has natural talent for being a nurse, and the title of Ultimate Woman Doctor is far from simply being a dream. Wait, no, that's not it. Ryder, even Fujine has a teaching degree in English. I think you being a school nurse is a lot more convincing. Although it's not like you can get a degree from looks alone. I think Ryder being in the nurse's office is a pretty good idea, considering it was just off the top of my head. It's difficult after all, huh?
そうですね。さくらのことは気にかかるのですが、四六時中共にいればお互い気兼ねもあるでしょう。学校では魔術の世界から離れ、のびのびと気軽に過ごした方がいい。
Fair enough. Ryder starts walking, stepping on the crunchy fallen leaves. There's no need to prolong the conversation any longer in a forest like this.
では、少し散歩してきます。シローが言っていた保健室も気になりますので。
Yeah, I don't think anyone is there since it's a weekend, but it'd be nice if you took an interest in it.
一行しておきましょう。それでは後ほど。門のところで待っていますので、さくらと3人で帰りましょう。
Fine idea. Ryder says as she leaves. Maybe I'll go to the student council room and kill some time. I had made a promise to go home with Ryder and Sakura. Now, I wonder if they're waiting already. There is only Ryder waiting at the gate. Oh, Ryder, where's Sakura?
さくらから伝言があります。
A message must
弓
mean...
道部で次の大会のための雑務があるそうです。申し訳ありませんが、シローには先にお帰りください。
Going home with the Sakura. I see. Sakura seems to be busy with her duties as the captain.
伝言に続きがあるのですが、よろしいですか？
Huh? There's more? Like she wants us to get milk and eggs, or there was not enough tofu? When I prompt Ryder to continue, she continues talking in a begrudging tone.
遅くなるので、私と一緒に先に帰ってください。と。
Is that really okay? Ryder should go home with Sakura and not me. She must know that too, as she continues mumbling inarticulately.
私も待ちますと言ったのですが、さくらは聞き入れませんでした。終わるのが何時になるかわからないし、ライダーが連れて行ってくれないと先輩も無用に待たせてしまうからということです。ですので、諦めて速やかに私と帰宅してください。
I surrender,
さ
I
くらに
guess.
気を揉ませるのは私の望む
I'm
とこ
okay
ろで
with
はありません。
surrendering to Ryder. Got it. Let's go home. I think I'll come get Sakura later.
夜道の護衛は私にお任せください。シロ。
Oh, do I have to? But I don't wanna. Come to think of it, nothing like this has ever happened. I've gone down this path with Sakura or Tosaka, or even Ise, but I've never walked here with Ryder. And we're even returning home together today. Of course it's refreshing. Also, I'm glad it's a weekend. If it was a weekday, I'm sure I would be interrogated on what kind of relationship I have with this beauty.
私と同伴では困りますか、シロ。
No, absolutely not. I rather enjoy it. Yep. No, I'm just a bit at a loss since this is new.
では、さくらを残してきたことが気になるのですか、シロ。
Yeah, I do wish there was something I could do to help. But Sakura is the Kyoto Club president, so it wouldn't be good for me to interfere. Quite a lot of time has passed since I left the club. Even if I'm Sakura's acquaintance, I'm just some outsider to the current first years. My position is way different from the former captain, Mitsuzuri. Well, come to think of it, something that I've been wondering about is right next to me. Have you been introduced to the Kyoto Club, Ryder?
あ、さくらの家にお世話になってるものだと。
Like a relative from overseas?
イリアスフィールとセイバーの洗礼がありますから、私がいてもそれ以上は詮索しないようです。
Oh, okay. That's right. Come to think of it, there have been more and more foreign students coming in and out of Hamura High's Kyoto Club. Ilia's appearance left quite the impact. She's like a silver-haired child from a picture book or a movie. Someone from a completely different world.
問題といえば、三辻綾子と居合わせると、向こうが居づらそうにするということでしょうか。まったく、蛇に睨まれたカエルではあるまいし、一度綾子には教育しなくてはいけませんね。
I shudder to think what kind of lessons you might teach. Well, that's not Mitsuzuri's fault. If anything, she's looking at her like that. If anything, she's looking at her like that because it's her. She has some memory that she was attacked by something and had her blood sucked, but she doesn't know who it was. And that criminal is unmistakably Ryder. A deer in headlights. That's exactly how it was.
シローも失礼ですね。気に入ったものを人飲みにするなど、そんな野暮はいたしません。また、綾子はカエルではなくネズミ。いえ、可愛い小狐というところでしょうか。
You're the one who said deer.
言葉のあやです。ともかく、彼女とは過去に不幸な経緯はありますが、いずれ和解したいと思います。
It'd be a wise idea. Just don't tell her you'd like dug your teeth into her neck. She might disapprove.
その時はよろし
Maybe a lot.
く、シロ。
Wait. How'd I get drug into this? Got it. I'll mediate to the best of my ability. We talk about worthless topics as we take our time going down the hill. It's not bad to go home together quietly either. Ryder?
どうかしました シロ？
Never mind. I can't help but shut up when she looks back at me with such a smile. The conversation would keep on going if there were someone else, but when it's just the two of us walking, there's still a bit of awkwardness. Even then, we were able to talk about all sorts of things today. I had some pretty scary experiences with Ryder, but I feel that she's reliable enough to override them. A much older sister, different from Fujine, she's dependable, but somewhat reckless, an unbalanced charm. She's scary and hard to approach at times, but I'm able to feel close to her at other times. Without a word, I stare at Ryder's ribbon swaying in the wind, and just like that, we reach home.
これで指名通り、シロを家まで送り届けました。
Good work. Well, I should go in and start preparing dinner before Sakura comes home. What will you do, Ryder? Do you want some tea or anything?
いいえ、すぐに折り返してさくらを迎えに行きます。それではシロ、行ってまいります。
She displays an admirable and unwavering loyalty towards Sakura that's very becoming of Ryder. It's getting dark early in the fall, so I'm more relieved that Ryder is with Sakura instead of her going home alone. I see. Then tell her I'll be making dinner today.
了解しました。それでは。おかえりなさい、シロ。ライダーはまた外出ですか？あなたの主をお返しします。私は我が主を守りに。
Aw, it's very sweet of you, Ryder.
では失礼。
I'll return your master and return to get my own. And we shall sleepsies, because there's quite frankly nothing else to do at night anymore. Hasn't been anything to do at night for quite some time. Okay, so we have Sakura in Ryder's room. Oh boy. All right, let us go talk to Sakura. What are Saber and Tosaka doing in the hall? Well, first off, Saber looks irritated, so Tosaka had to have done something. What'd you eat? I thought they were chatting, but they're standing there solemnly. Then their eyes fix on me. I'll just pretend I didn't see that and go over there. As I decide to do that,
はあ、体重は増えてないのですか？ライダー、そんなことないから。
that sounds like Sakura and Ryder. Body weight is another sensitive subject for women, and it's something best left untouched by men, lest we invite disaster. No shit, guys. Take that to heart. And a good way to get myself scolded just for accidentally overhearing their conversation. Then why are Saber and Tosaka looking at me like that?
ですがさくら、サイズが大きくなったのに 体重が減っているなどという異次元的な事態は通常ありません。
そうかな。ウエストはきつくなってないけど。
そうですか。
What on earth are they doing? I can't tell unless I go look. You're... excuse me? I raise my hand and in a wave and pass by. I don't need to stay and question them. When I turn their way,
先輩。
こんにちは、シロ。
hey, Ryder is lifting Sakura by the hips. Sakura panics when I see her.
確かに体重は変わってませんね。そしてウエストも。
Were you measuring her? Only Ryder would be so bold.
先輩、どこから聞いてました？
Huh? What? No, listening? Never didn't hear a thing. How long? Since you start... Dude, that is the wrong thing to say. Since you started talking about weight? No, the correct answer here is... conversation? I didn't hear any conversation. Just got here. I wasn't sure whether to say anything, but claiming complete ignorance wouldn't work. Bullshit. You look the same to me, Sakura. I don't think you need to worry. Not that I heard a specific number, of course.
私は57キログラムですね。
That's it? Honestly, I honestly pegged Ryder as, to be honest, heavier than 57 kilos. I mean, not by much, but I was thinking probably closer to 60, 62. But, you know, all right. I didn't want to ask for that dangerous info, but given her height, that must make her really slender, and her size, I see. As for the current topic, if Sakura's gotten bigger in any way, then it must be...
先輩、顔が赤いですよ。
It's because we're entirely... This poor boy is so hyper-screwed right now. There's 4 women in this room, 2 of which are mages, okay, and 2 of which are heroic spirits. And all of them have threatened Shiro's life at one point or another.
さくらの胸が大きくなったことに気がついたからでしょう。シロも見ていないようできちんと観察しているのです。
Damn it, Ryder, why did you... Oh, boy. Hey. Sakura and I shout in unison. But my reaction is one of surprise, while Sakura is... She doesn't look angry.
ライダー、先輩にそんなこと言わなくても。
隠していては効果がありません。
Shush.
さくら、あなたは自らの武器を自覚すべきです。この際、包み隠さず告白するのも一つの手ではないのでしょうか。
That's just going to put me in a difficult situation.
そうです。先輩も困ります。
おや、喜びこそすれ悲しむことはないと思うのですが、もっともそのことに憤る面々も少なくない。
Why? Why do you do this to me, Ryder? Why are you trying to get Saber to kill me? Like, why? What the hell? Ryder glances at the wall. Is she aware of the other two eavesdropping through it? Well, of course she is.
そんなこんなことで姉さんは怒らないですよ。
She might be. She might be. We definitely know Saber would, though.
リンも人の子です。さくらのような体重は変わらないのに胸が大きくなっていくという恵まれた体質は気になるでしょう。同じ血を受け継いでいるのですからなおさらだ。リンにとってさくらの体質はいかなる城壁よりも強固な壁に違いありません。
That produces some very interesting imagery. Thank you very much, Ryder. Ryder casually drops some fighting words. But I don't think Saber would worry. Sorry, Tosaka. I can't defend you in this situation.
そうですよね。セイバーさんもサーバントですからスタイルなんて関係ないって前に言って。
あれはコンプレックスの裏返しでしょう。私にもわからなくはありませんが。
No, of course you can't relate, can you, Ryder? No insecurities there. I'm getting a stomach ache. I feel like an absurd war is about to start. If this thin wall collapses, I wonder if my life would even be worth enough to defend us. Still, I can't just stand here in a cold sweat. And then I sense Sakura is about to drop a second bombshell.
やっぱりわかりますか、先輩。
I don't know your exact size, but compared to before, you're pretty. I imagine how frail and forlorn she looked 2 years ago. Since then, she's steadily put meat on those bones. Maybe the soil of this house agrees with her. As with gardening, nutrition's important.
それはやっぱり先輩のご飯が美味しいから私も食べ過ぎちゃって。
Oh, I'm glad to hear that.
さくら。ですから体重の自己管理は重要です。
Shut up! Ryder glances at the wall again. Even though her mystic eyes are sealed by her glasses, her gaze seems to pierce the wall, toying with the eavesdroppers.
またサイズが合わなくなってきて、これくらいのサイズになると可愛いのが少なくなっちゃうのに。
Ah, I see. Wait, Sakura's underwear? I hastily drop the shutters on my thoughts and protect my brain. If I actually think about the bras adorning that large, plump chest, I'll overheat my CP. Warning, warning, overheating alert.
姉さんくらいだと可愛いのに
System crash imminent.
国産でもたくさんあるから羨ましいな。
Oh, poor Shiro.
セイバーさんもジュニアで可愛いのが。
そうですか。ですがインポートは逆ではないかと。リンはそう言ってましたよ。
That is true. So true. I wish they'd stop moving on to this topic. Even though this place has become a miniature girls' dorm, there's still a healthy young man living here. Fine, keep ignoring me. I don't want to stand here and talk, so I'm going to make some tea.
ごめんなさい先輩。こんなお話聞かせちゃって。先輩、男の人だから聞いても。
男の人だから 楽しみではないのですか?
Ryder! You can't give away all the... we all know what's going on here. It's not hard to figure out.
ライダーったらさっきからもう
Because it's true. Like, seriously. Sakura, Ryder's just teasing us. All four of us. It'd be better... I'd better beat a hasty retreat. I stagger through the corridor back to the kitchen and... What? I find the other two waiting for me, looking at me like this. I haven't done anything wrong, I swear, I didn't do it. If you have to blame someone, blame Sucker's chest for ignoring the laws of physics.
レミヤ君、ちょっと話に付き合ってもらうわよ。
I don't think it's to talk.
私もシロと話し合いたいことがあります。
I especially don't think it's to talk.
あら、話題は同じよね。じゃあ一緒にしましょう。
I was about to bring Sucker and Ryder tea.
そう、代わりに私が入れてあげるから。セイバー？
了解です、リン。シロを部屋に確保します。
Uh-oh. Shiro's in shit now. She grabs my arm firmly. I have a bad feeling that I'm about to lose my right to consent, my right to silence, and well, my basic human rights. But maybe my sacrifice will prevent a direct confrontation and preserve peace in the house. Or maybe not. Fine, sometimes you gotta risk your life to create opportunity. And thus I spend the rest of my morning listening to Tosaka and Saber vent their frustrations. It's tough being the only guy here. Wow, lots going on in the house. Okay. So chat, do we go to... Do we go to the Ryodu Temple, the back forest of the Ryodu Temple? Do we go and to the student council room and advance the story? Or do we take up one of our new events that have come about? Should we progress? The temple! We should go to the temple! Alright! Just give a second for... see if anyone else has any other, votes they want to send in, and if not, we'll head to the back forest. Alright, so temple it is. Uh-oh. I wonder how badly this is gonna go. What? While walking on the forest path, I sense magical energy that doesn't belong here. It's like poison leaking from a jar that someone made sure to seal as tightly as possible. This energy signature coming from below the mountain, beyond the trees, must be underground. It's the cavern active again. The Greater Grail should have collapsed. How could it be working again? Why in the... damn, of course they would. If someone restarted the Holy Grail War, then the cavern is obvious place to start. I felt safe knowing it was destroyed, but if the mastermind can repair the Greater Grail... I run through the subterranean cave. This is an emergency. There's no time to return home. I can call Saber after I've found whoever's responsible. If it comes down to it, I'll use my last command spell to summon her here to my side. But this is Ryodu Temple. I don't know if I can forcibly summon her here. There's no time. I need to stop whatever's trying to pry the lid off that hellish cauldron before the Greater Grail moves again. Light is leaking from the Greater Grail, but it's still weak. Similar to someone using a match to light a damp campfire. That means there's still time to stop it. I run up the cliff without stopping and arrive at the ledge overlooking the infernal pit deep below. This is the source of the wish granter that causes calamity. And in front of this fell husk,
どうにも気になってきてみれば。なんだこのやっつけぶりは。
Damn it, Gilly! What the hell, man? Why? Why must you be an absolute rat bastard? Like, seriously.
所詮は凡族どもの作り上げた黄金鏡。我が目にかなうものではなかったか。
I spot a man wahaying about how amazing and cool the vista is. Everything's fine? I don't know what he's doing, but nothing bad will happen if I leave this. Wow. No, lots bad will happen if you leave this shit alone, dude.
気が利くではないか雑種。俺がちとガイドを必要とした途端、間抜け面で現れるとはな。
Scoomy, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I was watching that one too, but I kind of had to ditch out early. Hope the rest of the stream was good. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll have to watch the last bit of it on the VOD. And he's seen me. I don't have the stamina to leave after the effort of racing here. By the way, I wish he'd stop implying that all I do is bring her meals. Well, never mind that. Gilgamesh, you're an absolute rat bastard. What the hell are you doing, you despicable part human? Golden Servant is in front of that. I haven't seen him. Wait. The Golden Servant is in a form that I haven't seen him in before. Wow. I was indeed, Gumi. I was indeed. My other, my main, the channel I watch all my YouTube on and whatnot, my channel with, my subscription to Dai's channel, my name there was Neko Cat. You're right, you're not in your juvenile form, you rat bastard.
少しばかり意向を曲げて、今だけ俺に戻ったのだ。
Right, sure, sure.
何貴様らも主役不在では寂しかろうと思ってな。王として心ばかりのサービスという
I
や
am
つ
the protagonist, you dumbass! This guy's a complete narcissist. He thinks he's the damn protag. Another alleged haunted chuckle erupts from the king of heroes. I see. It isn't that he couldn't turn back, he just didn't want to until now. I did. I heard pretty much everything you guys were that you mentioned. I had been there since the start of the stream. I only skipped out of the stream, what, 5 minutes to 5? You really don't appreciate what you have until it's gone. That golden boy was such a decent kid compared to this guy. Right, well, anyway. Hey, what's with the stupid clothes, my guy? Yeah, the outfit. You look like an idiot. Why? Why? Gilgamesh checks his clothes as if I told him that trash is stuck to it. No, the whole outfit is trash.
おかしなところはみじんもないぞ。
Right. Nothing wrong at all. Sure. This whole situation is so bizarre, this outfit is barely worth mentioning. Then, is that a new favorite outfit?
目ざといではないか雑種。
Honestly, you look better in your armor. A lot better, to be honest.
いや、目したところでこのオーラだけは抑えきれぬということか。
But your kid form had it contained pretty good. I was enjoying that. Oh, is that what this idiot calls it? I know! I was actually watching a couple of YouTube videos about that the other day. I was like, wait, what's going on with Zenless Zone and Star Rail and all that? I was totally blown away by that situation. But yeah, I don't think Star Rail will be really that hit hard. It's pretty tame, so's Genshin. So...
いかにもこの姿こそ俺の正式な装束。
Really? That's your formal attire? I would think Gilgamesh's formal attire would be what he wore for the 7th singularity in his caster form.
選ばれた者にしか許されない数少ない一品物だ。 本編ではさすがに恥ずかしいのでボツという呪いによってお蔵入りになったが断じて恥ずべきものではない。
No, you really should have scrapped it.
まあ一品物ゆえ一つしかポーズが取れぬのが難点だ。
I know, I was like, wait, what happened to Snowbreak? Like, what the hell? I know, and it's, as far as I know, it's still in maintenance. Which is even crazier that they did that much damage. Talky snicker escapes his lips. If you haven't noticed, his definition of rare is way off base. Yeah, I think all the South Korean games should be fine. Just because they're not based there, so they should be okay. So, what are you actually doing here?
見聞録というやつだ。
My ass, you're full of shit. What are you really doing here?
俺はこの世のすべてを手中にした男。その俺に知らぬ土地などあっては世が迷う。
I hate you.
よって足を運んだ。このような地の底など趣味ではないが、これも王の務めゆえな。
Dude, you've known what's in the bottom of that god-awful cup since, I don't know. The fourth Holy Grail War, you rat bastard. You don't need to inspect it. You'd rank it, you dumbass. Wasn't that inspection enough? That is true. A lot of the gacha games have a target on their back right now, which is really stupid. The king's delighted expression betrays his supposed disinterest. I bet deep down, he just has a thing for high places and giant buildings. I see, so this place isn't actually connected to you? Even though you're a boss character.
星の巡りが悪かったのだろうよ。俺に落ち度はない。慢心せずして何が王か。
I mean, yeah, but dude, your ego and you can't fit in the same room.
倹約質素などという言葉は民どもの楽しみなのだ。そのあたりセイバーは分かっておらぬ。我が軍門に下った暁には黄金の湯船にでも浸からせてやろう。
Yeah, the gotchas from China, I think, might be in their death throes. You know that's not gonna happen, Gil, so just stop. She's never joining your army. Nor will she ever bow down to you, kiss the back of your hand, or touch you in any way that doesn't involve chopping your ass in half with her sword.
ところで雑種、貴様、珍しいものを持っているな。
Shut up, you can't have it. Something unusual? I'm not carrying anything, and even if I was, you can't have it.
忘れているだけの話だ。それが貴様のものであることに変わりはない。あまり価値はなさそうだが、良い、献上を許すぞ。なんであれ、俺の宝物庫にはないもの。
Whatever it is, you still can't have it. I don't care if it doesn't exist in your damn treasury. Huh? What the hell was... I feel like something important just got... Well, here's hoping it doesn't happen, Gumi. Gil, get that back, you shithead! Wait, what did you just steal?
所有権を俺に移した。どうやら何かの遊戯のようだな。待つがよい。少しばかり分かりやすくしてやる。出典のわからぬ鑑定は久しぶりだ。俺にも楽しませる。
I let you do... I mean, I don't really have a choice in this, but why let this man do anything? Gilgamesh closes his eyes in thought. Quick. Hit him with a big stick. A few minutes later, with a smug chuckle of understanding, Gilgamesh draws a card out of the space behind him.
こんなところか。意味を持ってしまえばつまらぬものだったな。
Everybody's gonna think the same thing. She was being a despicable person. Wait, are you giving it back? Is this a Hanafuda card? Can I really have it?
褒美だと言ったろう。俺はオリジナルさえあればよい。その後に派生し流転していった完成品は属性に伝わるべきものだからな。
A vainglorious proclamation. Vainglorious. That describes him so beautifully. The King of Heroes has apparently come all this way to add to his collection.
どれ観光を再開するか。下はどうなっているのだ。
He's already dismissed me from his attention. Shithead. Quick, pick him in the ass. This is Sparta him into the hole. Hey, it's dangerous. Don't go down there.
ははは、何を言う。ただのクレーターではないか。何やらところどころに泥がこびりついているが、まあよし。止めるな止めるな。中心に何やら面白そうなものがあるではないか。
The arrogant king strides into the pit, throwing caution into the wind. But he has no idea what's waiting for him. Man, it's the home base of one thing you of all people shouldn't get careless around. That's why it ate you last time, stupid! Like I said, I don't mind talking about it, Gumi. I really don't. Biggest reason I do these live streams is because I want to actually interact with at least some of my audience. That's the whole reason I do the streams. And it's a way I can enjoy the games that I enjoy with you guys.
待て、なんだこの足元に絡みつく泥は。嫌だぞ。とにかく嫌な予感がするぞ。
I could have told you that you fucking idiot.
おい雑種、鎖だ。鎖を持て。
Oh. It ate your ass last time. Maybe I should just let it eat you. The bad feeling snowballs into a replay of the past. He might have started over from childhood, but his fate is playing out the same way. Apparently, with great power comes great stupidity.
バカな。天の鎖をもってしても脱出できぬのか。
Dumbass.
えい、断崖絶壁や墜落事故ではあるまいし、何よこれしき。俺はともかく俺の財力を侮るなよ。さあ友よ、ファイトだ。頑張って俺を助けよう。
The King of Heroes tethers himself to the Greater Grail, just barely holding on. By the way, the friend he's talking to isn't me, but the chain. Well, I guess I'll move on. See you next time if you're still alive, stupid.
貴様、この状況を見て何とも思わぬのか。
Why, yes, it's what you would do.
凡白の市民としてそれはどうか。
I am doing something. Leaving your ass in the hole, stupid. Right? I'm tired of the normies too. They want to ruin everything. Then I'll go find help. In my case, that would be Saber. Though, is that all right with you? To have Saber come save you?
ははは。いらぬ。助けなど全くいらぬ。こんなものはあれだ。ジャングルジムのようなものだ。 俺にとっては日常茶飯事。助けを呼ぶまでもない。良いな。くれぐれもセイバーになど伝えるな。
Oh, I'm definitely telling Saber. He lets out an imperious snort. I'm definitely telling Saber. Even as he asserts the virtue of self-sufficiency, Gilgamesh's lower half is stuck in the mud, while his upper half is bound up in the chain of heavens. Wow, what a not cool guy. I never thought someone could look so dashing trapped between a rock and a hard place. Alright, I'll leave it at that. Thank you for the Hanafuda card. Check you later.
ああ、一つ教えてやると、それは対のものだ。この世のどこかにもう一枚のカードを持つ者がいる。そのものと出会った時、宝は進化を表すだろう。心するのだな、雑誌。
Yes, the world would be a much better place if people were less narrow-minded. I wholeheartedly agree.
貴様らの対決は避けられぬ宿命となったのだ。
I leave the cavern with his wise, mysterious warning in mind. Now then, I think he'll manage to hold out not just for a day, but a whole year. When I have time, I should find Lancer and ask him to bail the poor guy out. Absolutely. There would be far less animosity and anger and wars in the world if there was less narrow-mindedness. That is like 100% true. All right, so we have nothing at this at the Emiya house. I guess we're off to the shopping district.
居候が2人も3人もいると気がかりでしょ。
Right? I hope that our government doesn't start doing that too. Although I worry about the government of Alberta. I really do. Ryder says it's already been a month since Ryder started working part-time at the antique shop. Come to think of it, I wonder what happened since then. It's a den-like store that has an eccentric selection from all around the world. I'm sure all kinds of customers come to such a diverse store. Well, see, I don't really think it sucks for Dai because obviously he's, legal age and whatnot. But having what I think is going on is having to start producing ID for like everything. And that's just stupid. A different dimension is born right away within the shopping district. The surrounding people at the store are just watching from afar without cutting in.
あらあら、かの悪名高きゴルゴン三姉妹の末女がこんなところで店番とはね。
And the Witch of Colchis is patroning such a place.
悪名の高さはあなたも同じでしょ。
Right? Maybe even more so.
その上、そんな厚ぼったく重苦しい格好で醜態を晒してどうするのです。 みすぼらしい怪物風情には高貴な貝紫の美しさは理解できないよね。私のこれは仕事着ですから。ええ、あなたの巨体にはお似合いね。
Just stop being mean to her. Yes, I just won't say where. I just won't say where in Alberta. That's as close as that's as close as I'll say.
まったく何を食べてたらそうなるのかしら。ネクタルやアンブロシアを食してもそんな宙に突き立つレバノンの杉のようにはならないはずよ。
Well, I think it's a little more complicated than just not letting kids on the internet.
それじゃあ恋人の一人もいないでしょ。
Ultimately, I think when it comes to stuff like that, ultimately I think it's more a matter of the parent needs to do some parenting. And once you decide what kinds of things what kinds of media you're going to allow your kid to consume, stick to that and don't let them consume media that you don't want them to. Part of the problem really does reside with the parent.
おや、バツイチなのに新婚気取りですか。
You two not explode the antique shop, ladies? Calm down. Yeah, that's what I mean. Parents need to actually parent and not just hand their kid an iPad and be like, you know what, the internet can parent my child for me. Hold on, calm down, you two. I step in between them with a headache for the sake of the world, the people, and Mount Miyama.
シロ、邪魔よ、坊や。
Exactly. Parents have to do the parenting thing. Strict voices that stab me from both sides. An atmosphere where jokes and flattery don't exist at all. I bet I'll end up a miserable corpse if I make a wrong move. I've been watching over you two so that no sparks fly, but it seems like the whole store will burn down like this. Why are you both so feisty? I warned them that fighting isn't good, to the best of my ability.
私はただの店の客です。問題があるなら、この無礼な店員に非があるんじゃなくて？
Not if you were being rude to the clerk first. That is a point I have been trying to make for so long. It's not up to the government to parent my child. That's on me. I mean, not that I'll be parenting my child for much longer. I'm almost 18.
ですってよ。坊やも時にはいいこと言うわね。
Well, I'll always be parenting them, but that's you know what I mean. Yeah, I get how you feel, but you both have to treat any customer with respect if you're an employee. And no matter how they may be, just think that you were captured by something troublesome. Endure it with a smile. Uh-oh. I think I've just been slammed up against a wall.
それはそうです。また結構な接客態度ね。
Damn it, Caster, why are you enjoying
ため
this?
息でお客様をお出迎え。それがこのお店の特色？
Don't bully her so much, Caster. They insult each other whenever they're in each other's presence. They aren't any servants that got along in the first place, with the exception of one one-sided proposal. Are you not feeling well, Ryder? I thought she was working more resolutely, but she seems to be carrying some weight on her shoulders. I wonder if her part-time job here is that rough. Is your work not going well?
いえ、主人には重宝がられています。店内も倉庫もこれほど片付いたのは10年ぶりだと。
That's a good thing, isn't it? She has strength, so she can pick up big furniture easily. She's rather clumsy despite being oversensitive, so I'm worried that she might break something some expensive antique.
なら、なんでそんなに鬱屈してるのよ、あなた。
Yes, Toronto does have great anime Comic-Cons. I'm hoping to get to one year, but it's gonna take some saving, methinks. I'm here to talk if there's something on your mind. Though I did recently get some news as to the first guest that's been booked for the Grand Con Comic-Con that I've been going to for the last few years. Apparently, the first guest that has been booked for our annual Comic-Con, for our annual Grand Con, is none other than one Trish Stratus. Never saw that one coming.
いろいろ悩みがありまして。どうもこちらに来られるお客というのが。
What about the customers that come here?
ごめんくださいまし。
Oh, it's those two. I see what your problem is, Ryder.
いらっしゃいませ。
こちらに陶磁器の取り扱いはございますか？去る高貴なお方の求めに応じてまいりました。
はい、陶磁器の在庫は目録ではこの辺りが。
ちょっと店員さん？
はい、どちらの器をご希望でしょうか？
なんですこのお値段は。
That's the price. Deal with it.
ええ、いくらかお勉強をさせていただくことも。
Oh, you had Mythin Road there, did you? Wow.
ご冗談はおよしになってくださりませんか？
Mythin Royd. That's kind of amazing. Though I mean, I can see it for Toronto.
はい。
あなたは高貴にして無理のお嬢様のテーブルを飾る陶磁器にこのような安物を並べろと。使える主の格もわからぬ使用人よと私どもに恥をかかせるおつもりですか？
あ、こちらが当 店の最高額の商品なのですが。
なら結構です。どうして私がこんなことを。それもこれもあの怪力コンビがパリパリパリと卵の殻のように皿を割るからです。
Aw. So frustrating. I wonder why someone who's serving such a noble household is at such an ordinary shopping district.
あら、元王女だってここにいるわよ。
Come to think of it, the former king does come to buy sweets too.
まだです。困ったお客は他にも。
店員さん、そこの香炉、明代の政治だと思うが本物かな。鑑定書はちゃんとあるのかどうか。
She does. She fucking does. She's trying.
はあ、
Keeps getting kiboshed though, so this is good. And she can't anyway. See, she fails to understand. Like 99% of the land that Alberta takes up is treaty land. And the treaty is not with the government of Alberta. It is between the indigenous peoples and the Crown of England. So just up and deciding that, you know, having a vote to say Alberta's going to join the US is ridiculous because, well, it's a hell of a lot more complicated than that. To mention 80% of the province doesn't want to belong to the friggin' US anyway. I mean, I guarantee if Alberta ever became, like, literally a state of the US, I'd be moving out of Alberta so goddamn fast it'd make my own head spin.
この辺りは君に一日の長があるな。絵画であれば負けはしないのだな。
Like,
おお、面白い。
we as a population, we don't just get to have, like, go to the you know, the ballot box and be like, yes, we're just gonna we're gonna turn the land into a state of another country. It doesn't work that way. Since the land kind of belongs to the Aborigines, the Aboriginal peoples, and their treaty is literally with the freaking King of England. So good luck.
はあ、それは。
And it's
お客
even
様、
trying
そ
is
のようなことを
beyond
されては
stupid.
困ります。
Because, I mean, look south of the border. Who'd want to be part of that? Like, who'd want to willingly be like, you know what? That there looks like a damn hot idea. Can I get in on that psychotic BS? Like, don't get me wrong. There are plenty of Americans that I am very fond of. And that, you know, would quite like to see do well and whatnot, but I can't imagine wanting to literally become a part of that psychosis. Yeah, like, I'm perfectly happy with, you know, people having to register their firearms and actually having to have a license to own the damn thing. I'm perfectly happy with that. But you know what I'm more happy with? Going to the doctor when I need to and not having to break the bank.
そこの和ダンスの引き出しに何を入れた？
いいじゃんかよ。ちょっとぐらいキープしておいても。ね、店員さん、可愛い私のお茶目を許してくれるよね。
No, we're not forgiving you because you're cute. Now put that
それは
right side fang away, or that left side fang away. You can't pull off the Astolfo face, so okay, so don't try.
これ、店員を困らせるな。普通に取り置きを頼めばよかろう。
Actually, considering the rest of my family lives in the Toronto area, that's probably where I'd end up going.
だって、あいつがこれを見つけたら、有無を言わせず横取り50万円って感じだし。
The rest of the family's out that way, so I mean...
まったく、お金持ち様はやることが露骨だわ
it'd
ね。
probably be my first option.
というように。
Wow, you've got some odd customers. I wonder who they could be. You mean the lack of health, right? The lack of healthcare is brutal?
にしても、あなたも意外に機転が利かないのね。
What's that, sir? You have a broken ankle? Well, I will put a cast on that for you, but I will require your right arm in exchange. Like, holy hell. You just have to endure it, Ryder.
はい。
I want to pat her on the shoulder to make her feel better, but I can't quite pull it off since she's so tall.
私はお客でよかったわ。
ええ。あなたはいいですね、キャスター。
A reproachful glare goes past me and digs into Castor. Right? You'd think it would be.
引っかかる言い方ね。
You'd think the health and well-being of one's populace would be, you know, a major concern. I said you need to endure troubling customers, right?
ドラマの再放送をせんべいかじりながら眺めたり、テニスクラブに通ったり、キャスターはさぞ優雅な生活でしょうということです。
言ってくれるわね。
図星でしょ。
It kind of is spot on.
いいえ、さっきの話を聞くと、むしろあなたの方が羨ましいくらいよ。いざとなれば店長に頼ればいいんですもの。
ほう。
それに引き換え主婦は責任がすべて自分一人に。ああ、もう本当に楽ではなくて。
Does Mr. Kazuki have a lot of requests at home?
総一郎様はいいのです。 あの人は
Oh, she's
何があっ
sweet.
ても
Oh,
愛
she's
然
adorable.
自若。その伴侶として本当に頼もしいんですから。
She's so adorable. I love
の
Castor.
ろけはよそでやってほしいものですが。では何が問題だと？
小獣とが
You. Ah, so Mr. Kazuki has a mother and older sister.
姉ですか。ゾッとしませんね。
Right? Exactly. I'd rather enjoy, going to the doctor whenever I have to, and letting the government cut him the check. Well, I guess my
総一郎様は
new
天
family
涯孤
doctor's
独
female,
の
but
身。
that's not the point.
正しくは小獣とのような。
キャスターさん、よろしいですか？
はい、なんでしょう。
障子の山に埃が溜まっています。こちらもしっかり掃除しておいていただきたい。
I mean, healthcare for your cat is still out of pocket. Let's face it. The veterinarian is still out of. But I don't know. It's. I don't think I would survive the American healthcare system.
総一郎兄の近辺をお任せしているのですから、丁重に。エミヤの掃除であればこんな手抜かりはありません。何ですかこの味噌汁は、キャスターさん。
何が悪かったのでしょうか。
総一郎兄の味噌汁は昆布だしの白味噌だと決まっているんです。赤だし、それも煮干しだしで腹も取ってないやひな味。こんなものを総一郎兄に飲ませる気ですか、あなたは。
申し訳ありません。
まったくエミヤに比べればあなたの味噌汁は味噌スープとしか。エミヤの味噌汁はカツオだしと合わせ味噌と木綿豆腐が織りなす、まさに和の味覚の原点にして究極。
Yeah, exactly. I'd have to work like 3 jobs and give up YouTube and. Easy, lay off.
そ
God.
れに比べればあなたは国会での田舎者。黒パンをかじり岩塩キャベツ汁などを吸っている。お国が知れます。
That's harsh, man. That's effing harsh.
申し訳ありません。
なんですのこのお洗濯物は、キャスターさん。
Dude's just full of complaints.
総一郎兄のワイシャツには一点のシミもなく、それに襟はアイロンと糊でしっかり立てておかねばならないのですよ。それなのにこのようなシワが。不甲斐ないか。何ですかその目は。
Podcaster, turn him into a frog or something. I mean, Cersei is your haunt. So, like, just turn him into cattle for like 10 minutes. I promise he'll never bitch at you again.
エミヤはああ見えてもシャツもちゃんとアイロンをかけ、制服にブラッシングも欠かさないのですよ。
Well, that's because of all the stupid-ass wars he's starting. That's why the cost of food and everything else has gone up so much. It's because he's picking up, literally starting wars with like half the damn planet.
それに引き換えあなたは総一郎兄のスーツをそちらに置きっぱなし、 それでは生地が傷みます。スーツは呼吸する生き物なのですよ。
申し訳。
貸しなさい。金羊毛の扱いを知っているあなたなら、メリノウールの扱いも知っているかと思った私がバカでした。
Dude, I promise you, Ize, that golden fleece is worth a shitload more than your merino wool.
これからは
I
総一の兄の
promise
お
you
洋
that.
服は私が手入れします。下がりなさい。この田舎女。
She didn't really handle the golden fleece. It was protected by a big old dragon. So, well, here's
す
hoping
い
it
ません、す
doesn't.
いません。お許しください。
Right? All we can do
総
is
一の兄にこのこと
is
は
every
全て伝
time
えます
that those kind
あ
of
の
votes
方に
come
あな
up,
たはふさわしくあり
we
ません
all get together as
さ
a
っさと荷物を
unified
まとめ
country
て
and put the kibosh on
沿
that
岸の
shit.
芋臭いコルホーズにお帰り。
Oh, she's really... He's really tearing into her.
それだけはご承です。おやめください。一斉さん。あんな屈辱。総一郎様にはとても話せない。こんな主婦のあり方が羨ましいと言えるのですか、あなたは。
Wait, why did I keep on hearing my name? Also, the latter half was so bizarre that I can't imagine Issei saying it.
相手が一世一人のあなたの方がずっと気楽ではないですか。
言うわね。閉じた人間関係の中で増幅される陰湿ないじめは耐え難いものよ。
そのような環境は姉二人で経験済みです。
Yes. Yes. Poor Ryder was relentlessly bullied by her two older sisters.
しかし、それが家族というものでしょう。
Until, of course, you know, the nom-nom started. Less bullying after the nom-nom.
どうかしら。本当の家族なら私の力になってくれるはずよ。例えば私の弟のように。
See, Iran hasn't been close to making an actual nuclear weapon for years. They agreed that it's documented on when they agreed to stop their nuclear weapons program and shut everything down. There's actual camera footage of them filling the silos with concrete. So being days or weeks away from firing a nuke at the States is utter bullshit. Oh no, things are starting to get uncomfortable again. Then, at that moment... You know, Saber, you probably shouldn't be eating that in a store like this. And Iran's not dumb enough to launch a nuclear attack on the States anyway. There is really no country on Earth that stupid. Nobody's going to, unless Trump does it, nobody's going to trigger a nuclear war. It's just the way it is. Unless Trump does it, nobody else is going to.
さて、お二人とも ここは商店街の人々が立ち寄る憩いの場。争う場ではありません。
See, Saber's right. No place to fight. Saber continues talking without any shame. Ryder and Castor are both at a loss for words.
まずは大判焼きなどをつまみつつ、いえ、それはいいのですが、とにかくお二方の話を聞かせていただきました。悩みはそれぞれに深いことだと思います。
あなたも口を挟むつもり？
I mean, kinda. She kinda is butting in.
生きていくこと、なりわいを営むことは、それは辛いこと。ままならないこともあるでしょう。しかし、自分の肩の荷こそは誰のものよりも重いと感じるもの。そこを間違えてはいけません。
Wow. That is... Should have expected that to come out of Saber.
店のお客も一銭も悪気はないはず。
Well,
彼らは彼らの最善を尽くそうとしているのですから、それを察して日々国旗精霊することが大切なのです。
I don't buy anything. It's if you're careful, you can get away with just buying, Canadian, which is what a lot of us have begun doing. Actually, we've been doing it for a while. I see.
主婦であれ骨董屋であれ、真心を持って勤め上げれば、いずれその心は相手に通じるはずです。まさに天下太平、平成催眠の妖術はここにありと。
Being swallowed by the spirit of Saber's speech, the two that were fighting until now are unbelievably quiet. She is the magnificent vessel of a king. As expected of you, Saber, I'm seeing you in a new light.
いえいえ、それほどでも。とにかく、この場はこれで丸く収まってよかった。
Yeah, a positive spirit like that should eventually lead to good results. Castor and Ryder seem to be convinced as they look at each other reluctantly and make up. But before that, they both stare at Saber.
一つ聞かせてもらってもよろしいかしら。
That's the best thing we can do is hit him where it hurts. The friggin' wallet.
ええ、なんなりと。
そういうあなたは普段は何をなさってるの？ご公説のついでにお教えいただけないかしら。
何もしてませんよ、セイバーは。
It's true. It's true.
ライダーですよね、シロ。
Ryder stares at me. It's through her glasses, but her mystic eyes are fired up.
つまり単なる居候？
ええ、3倍目もそっと出さない居候です。
Oh no.
それが私たちにお説教？
Actually, they have been. To be honest, they are laughing at him, just not to his face.
待ってください。その2人とも各々の本分を忘れている。私たちは店員や主婦や居候である前にサーバントではありませんか。
Well, at least she admits it. At least she admits it. We are servants before we are a store clerk, housewife, or a freeloader.
私たちの使命は戦いだ。それを満足に果たすために休養を取るのは間違ったことでは。せめて給食活動ぐらいしたらどうです？働きに出る私を見て何か思うところはありませんか？
王様も少しは下々の暮らしを察した方がよろしいかと元王女は愚行いたしますわ。
No, Saber's all dejected now. Man, they're mad. They're both merciless.
二人とも何を言うのですか？ですから私も庶民の暮らしを知るべくこうして大判焼きなどをつまみつつ巡察の旅に。
Yup. They're always laughing at that idiot and his dumbass
食べ歩きはみっともない
choices.
のでやめなさい。
他人よりまず自分の暮らしを見つめ直しなさい。
私にどうしろと？サーバントとはいえあなたも少しは生産的なことに従事するべきでは。
Poor Zeba.
そうよ、社会経験。じゃあ私専属のモデルになりなさい。毎日私のコレクションで着飾ってあげるわ。
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he is.
非生産
He is by far the worst president in U.S. history.
教訓は身をもって学ぶものとはいえこの世間知らずにいきなりキャッチ商法の苦いトラウマを植え付けるのはどうかと思いますが。
あなたみたいな大女、私のモデルにお呼びじゃないのよ。
大年島に言われたくはありません。
Oh, those are fighting words, Ryder.
言ったわね。聞こえないと思った？あいにくこの耳は伊達に尖ってるわけじゃないのよ。
You too. An intense battle hitting each other's vital spots, both sides making clean hits at each other's shins. Saber will explode at this rate, and the shopping district will become a scene of carnage, where the three big servants fly wildly about in fierce battle. Or Saber can just go back to eating. See, they want to bring it back! Wow, I just got like yelled at through my own ear and the earphone. Wow. Ooh. It was, they want to bring slavery back, which is freaking lunacy. Well, I guess it's fine. There's no tension at all. Geez, I can't tell if they're close or not. We've got something new at Tosaka's. All right, I think we'll do one more. So should we talk to Saber in the living room? Or should we go to Tosaka's house and talk to Tosaka? What should we do, guys? Hey, buddy? Yup, there's so much for the land of the free. Yup. Yeah, should we do our last one talking to Gumi Yusei Tosaka? Anybody else want to vote? Otherwise, we're gonna go have some conversations at the Tosaka house. Alright, well, I guess we're off to the Tosaka residence. Tosaka, come back. I'll try peeking to see what she's doing. Excuse me, is she out? There's no response until I step onto the porch. She went out, leaving the door unlocked. No, I don't think that would happen when it comes to Tosaka. Hey, Tosaka! I feel someone's presence on the second floor. I go up the stairs as if it were my own place.
何？エミヤくん来てたの？
She is here after all. I go up to Tosaka's room on the second floor and finally meet face to face with her. Sorry, I've been calling for you, but there was no response, so I came in without permission.
留守にしていたってことは考えないのね。
But the door was unlocked and open.
まあ、それだったらまず上がってこれないか。
Totally natural. And I can't help but be stumped by the horrible spectacle when I peek inside her room. Looks like things have gotten pretty bad.
それはもう1週間分の荷物を詰めてきたんだもの、この中に。
The trunk is wide open. The contents that were laid out don't look like they were inside a trunk. Even looking at the volume of luggage, there's about twice the amount. Have you cast Magecraft on that trunk?
そういう便利なことも考えたわよ。でも容積の歪みなんて固定化に失敗したら空港とかで大恥かくじゃない。
If the trunk exploded, it wouldn't just be embarrassing, more than shame, and so on. Magecraft being seen by many people is a situation that should be avoided as much as... Wait, what was Saber in the suitcase? Those who are mages do not want to be chased down by the association over one careless mistake.
荷物のパッキングにも技術があってね。これくらいならなんとか入るものよ。
I honestly haven't heard anything about that. I kinda didn't even know that. Yeah, that's true. What's going on in the States does remind me a lot of Germany in the 30s. Come to think of it, my old man was also crazy. Kiritsugu would travel with lighter bags, but the capacity of his bags and the amount of luggage were not proportional. It is a special skill as a traveler. So you're going to transfer trains and walk around on stone pavements. Well, rolling this trunk, huh? Traveling abroad is a lot of work. I casually shift my gaze towards the window, thinking there may be something that she doesn't want me seeing with me barging into her room all of a sudden. That was my intention, but my thoughtlessness was so obvious that Tosaka pokes my cheek, as if to say she doesn't mind.
行きはともかく帰りこれだけは宅配便よ。やっと届いたと思ったらこれでね。
Yeah, cleaning up luggage after a fun trip is a hassle. Even more so if it was a trip that wasn't fun. It must be because she's a girl that her clothes are the overwhelming majority. And there's quite a lot of boxes inside, wrapped in pretty paper.
観光じゃないから行きより荷物は増えないと思ったけど抜かったわね。
You actually bought souvenirs, Tosaka? Even if I go on a trip, the most I can do is an assortment of hot spring buns. But I have a great feeling that this luggage that is spread out all over will remain in this tragic state if someone doesn't take drastic measures to clean it up. Yeah, no, I get it. I feel bad for them too. Even if they're like even if they are like a full-on American citizen, it's friggin' nuts. To be honest, Tosaka is bad at cleaning. My guest room has been the same ever since she came to my place. Then I'll help out some.
悪いわね。
Tosaka gives a forced smile. Then, the detailed white fabric texture is...
そこ侵入禁止区域
Oops. We, should no touchy, no feely. Right? Right? They did not. FAO, FAFO, around and find out. My bad. I'm upside down in the corner of the room, receiving Tosaka's reprimands. But I have no idea what she did to me. Was it Gonder? Did I get hit directly with a martial arts move that she learned?
いつまでそこでひっくり返ってる気よ、シロ。
I'm gonna stay here until you, like, aren't planning on hitting me again. They do. I bet they do. You're the one who flipped me upside down. It's just under... I feel like Tosaka's attack will come flying again if I say the rest. I'll only treat that area as forbidden territory.
どうしていきなりあんなものを掴み当てるのよ、ムンズと。
I was just grabbing randomly.
はいはい。今度からシローが探り当てないところにしまっておくわよ。ああ、これの洗濯も大変ね。やっぱりシローの家に届けてもらえばよかったかしら。
Osaka says something so calm, even though our laundry situation is pretty swamped too. I might need to have Sakura or Ryder put up with an extra 1 week's worth. My star rail is going pretty good. I think I'm getting close to the end of Penacony now. I've been debating on who I should pick for my free, like, 5-star. I'm thinking Acheron.
どうしてかしらね。
Entirely sure.
やっぱり旅の始めと終わりには
A
絆
vitrine
が欲しか
could
っ
be
た。
useful too because of that like party-wide shield.
人の生き様は終わらない旅路みたいなものなのに。
But I already have a party-wide shield in the form of Dang Hung. I feel that that grows bigger every turn, whether I, am doing it or not, so... I'm also considering Kafka for my free 5-star. Yeah, I really haven't decided yet, though. Although, I have to admit, my saber is an unrelenting force of destruction. Oh, Acheron's a great unit, is she? Have Kafka! That's just it. I get to pick one of them. So this mansion is her home base that she can't separate herself from. She's living at my place in the end, but her heart is here. When I realize that, I feel a different breath of air from the honorable mansion. Tosaka stares at the mountain of stuff.
やっぱり自分で片付けるわ。この先また白を殴ってたらこっちがくた
Like
びれ
my
ちゃう。
last boss fight, I think I rocked off with Saber's Noble Phantasm like 6 friggin' times, almost in a row. It was terrifying and grand at the same time. Actually, I'll clean up on myself. If I punch you again, I'll get tired. Sorry, I'll go pour some tea.
いいわよ。
Wow.
片付け終わるまでに冷めちゃうからもったいないわ。
So that's true. I'll be worried for me to just be sipping tea while watching Tosaka clean up. Is there something for me to do? Like cleaning or making lunch? I already have, Luca, or Locha, or whatever his name is, who, like, when one of his party members drops to half health, he just automatically throws, like, a full heal on your ass. On that particular character. It's so I kind of have a healer going already. That's why I was thinking of going with Acheron since she's another DPS. Cause I have a dedicated healer in Luca, I believe his name is. Luca, one of the two. But yeah, so I already have a I nabbed him with that, other, character thing that they gave us to pick a character. So I nabbed him with that. And the worst part is both Kafka and Acheron are DPS and they're both lightning. The only decent lightning wielder I have right now, terrifyingly enough, is frickin' Serval. Then there's no reason for me to be staying at Tosaka's palace. It's fine, I can just come see how Tosaka is doing again later. Then I'll excuse myself first, so there really isn't anything.
疑り深くなったわね。誰の仕込みよ一体。
I'm doubtful, but there's no one else other than Tosaka who can train that into me. Makes me want to shrug. Then...
ああ、そう。忘れてた。ちょうどいいところにシロがいるじゃない。
I knew it. Yeah, I thought so. The rocker? Huh? What? Yeah, the rocker. Yeah. The rocker, Serval. She's my only... Yeah, she's my only decent lightning character that I have right now. Legit. I don't think I have any other actual, like, lightning, element characters. I really do think Serval's the only one I have. As I'm bracing myself, wondering what kind of difficult task she's telling me to do, Tosaka rummages through her mountain of things looking for something. So, what?
そう、あったあった。はい、これ。
I'm troubled, holding the light paper bag she just handed me. I wonder what kind of job there is with this package that seems like it's right from a high-end department store. So Kafka's the better choice over Acheron? Like, is Kafka the better choice over Acheron?
「そんな顔しないでいいわよ。私のお土産だから。
For me? Oh yeah! Thanks, see ya! It makes me want to hold the paper bag and run away. I don't know how I'm supposed to thank her with a surprise attack like that. But Tosaka glares at me, trying to leave in discontent.
ひったくりじゃないんだから、ちゃんと開いて確認してみてよ。
I guess. That kind of present-giving style, like you're in a movie or TV show is... Never mind, got it. I give up. I need to make sure I don't rip it into a showy... I need to make sure I don't rip it in any showy way, but cut open the seal and check the inside. I can only see, the thing is, Gumi, I can only get one of them with my ticket. I can either get Kafka or I can get Acheron. Are you sure? Isn't it expensive?
値段なんか知ってどうする気？いいじゃない。これからこっちも寒くなるんだから。
Yeah, it looks warm. It's kind of long. I feel like it's about a size and a half too big. But I feel like I'll be able to change up how I wrap with this length.
使い道はシローに任せたから。ああ、セイバーでも温めてあげなさい。
What? No. I wouldn't. This is what I got from you.
はいはい。その辺はエミヤ君に任せたわよ。うまく使いなさいね。
I felt my mouth still gripping the scarf. It's still too early to use this for Fuyuki's autumn. Okay, so Acheron kinda needs Kafka. So if I can only get one of them now, Kafka's the better choice. Awesome! Awesome, awesome. Good to know. Thanks again.
どういたしまして、シロ。
We shall sleepies for the day. All right, I guess we shall go to the afternoon. What we're gonna do, guys, we're gonna find our next story spot or the next conversation thing, and we'll probably end the stream. Well, she's a great second DPS. Awesome. I guess we go to the next day. To the afternoon? Wow. Okay. There we go. We're all set up for our next one. Alright guys, well thank you so much for joining me in today's stream. I hope you guys enjoyed. I know I certainly did. We learned a few things. More importantly, we threw Gil down a stinky hole, and we feel really good about it. Alright, well, if you guys haven't checked out my latest from the Star Rail journey, please do check that out. Also, we'll be doing the next SAO Fatal Bullet Solo Challenge coming out on Friday, so be looking forward to that. Thank you so much, Connie. I really appreciate it. Yeah, like I've got my main DPS. Saber's out there destroying people who aren't even her element, so I mean, but it's always nice to have a backup major DPS. So maybe Kafka's who I'll take. Anyway, thanks again. Bye everyone.